Well, hello, Chemistry 130 students. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Dr. Fred, and I will be your instructor for this semester. So I thought I'd take a few minutes here and kind of give you a little bit of background about myself. I always wanted to do that, know about my instructors. So I get a little background, then I'm going to talk briefly about class meeting times and so forth, and then we will go from there. Anyway, I'm an Arizona boy. I was born about an hour drive east of here in a little town called Superior, Arizona. Now, I left many years ago, joined the military, joined the Air Force specifically. Was an engineer, spent some time overseas. I am a Vietnam veteran. Got stationed in a variety of different places. And anyway, upon discharge, I ended up in Kansas City area, where I got my degree in chemistry, my bachelor's art in chemistry. Years later, I went on to the University of Missouri in Kansas City and got my doctorate in organic chemistry. Instead of going to academia that a lot of my colleagues did, I did work as a research scientist for many years. I am retired now, but the area that I did my work in was what we call process and product improvement. Well, I have, since retirement, I still continue to work on a part-time basis. And I am an adjunct chemistry instructor for both at Glendale Community College and at Scottsdale Community College. I also, at one point in time, was I am a former adjunct instructor for Carrington College. And while there, I taught chemistry, mathematics, basic mathematics, and physics. But throughout my career, I've done a variety of different types of work. I worked in construction, I've done customer service, worked in the food and retail industry, did some software programming, and also had my hands in caregiving. I do have 8 children, and yes, I got one due here pretty soon, and I have 5 grandchildren. Now, what are we going to do here? For the next 16 weeks, we're going to talk chemistry. Now, you're really going to have to invest some time and study here because we're going to go through a lot of information. And so this is a recommendation. Some people require less, some people require more, but yeah, my suggestion is 15 to 20 hours of study work. We're going to have a lot of assignments that we're going to be doing, and we're going to be covering 15 chapters for the GCC students and 16 for my SEC students. So a lot of your time is really going to have to be invested as far as keeping up with the material. Because every chapter builds on for our final chapters where we're going to take what we learned in the earlier chapters and put it all together. Okay, so we're going to have 14 homework assignments, 15 for my SEC students. We're going to have 5 exams. All of these are online. All the homework assignments are online. The exams are online. And we're going to have about 10 activities, different things that pertain to the particular chapters that we discuss, where you will have to answer some questions, maybe do some type of submission of some information. So it's quite a bit of work here. So we're really going to have to organize one's time here. We're going to have one comprehensive final exam. Comprehensive meaning we're going to cover all the chapters. The final exam will be over all of the chapters. Again, everything again is online. This whole course here is online. There are some classes that are doing face-to-face, but this particular section, my 3 sections are all totally online. Now, my SEC students, you're gonna have an additional chapter, and of course, because the lab is incorporated in your section, we're gonna have labs to complete, also online, and then you have an additional what is called nomenclature test, which is basically naming compounds and so forth. That is the requirement of the SEC campus, so you do have that additional information. So set yourself a schedule to do some study time. I understand, you know, you're working, the conditions that are occurred now make it a little difficult, but you have to find some time, you know, to put some work into this particular course. Now, got to discipline yourself, you know, when it comes to your goal of this higher education. Now, I fully understand the fact that you are working or you're doing what you got to do under these conditions. I too work full-time, part-time throughout my career, so I get it, okay? Which brings me to a point. If there's ever a time that there's a problem dealing with work schedule, family issues, and you can't get assignments done or something, please send me an email, inform me, keep on top of these things that pop up. And definitely I'm very flexible with schedules and so forth. I do have some latitude, not a lot, but I do have some latitude, but you really need to contact me as soon as you can. Now, the Canvas course is not open right now, but it's getting close to being finished up and it'll be open. Now, I should have it open by next Monday, so that gives you at least a week to go in there beforehand and look at all the information that we have for you. In Canvas, if you've not used it before, it does have Canvas email. So if you need to go, once the Canvas is open, do use the Canvas email to contact me. That is attached to my cell phone. So as I get an email, I know right away. And if I can, I will respond to you as soon as possible. Okay. Now, this work that you're doing to get your education, you know, that degree, that piece of paper is going to open up a lot of opportunity for you. Like I said, I come from a small mining town. I've spent close to 20 years in industry, did a variety of different things. Never in my life that I would think that I'll be doing the things that I've done, but I could not do it without that piece of paper. It opens up avenues. So it's quite important, and I'm here to help you in any way I can. With respect to the course that you need to take here in chemistry. If you're having trouble, you've got to get help, okay? Don't wait till the latter part of the semester to, you know, start seeking help. You know, start early. You need help. I'm going to have Zoom office hours, and so come in to the Zoom. Let's talk about, you know, what part or what subject matters you're having challenges with, and let's see if we can get it straightened out for you. Okay? So, because the only one responsible for this education is yourself, and don't blame others. Like I said, I do have some latitude with respect to adjusting the times. Not a lot, but I do have a little bit, so I can adjust the times if you have a legitimate reason, you know. And so keep in contact with me. So time management is essential. I know you got family. Some of you got family. Some of you got your job, a variety of different things. So time management is quite crucial. Making sure you organize your time so you have enough time to work on these subject matters. Because I know you may not be only taking this class. You're going to have a lot of you may have 2 or 3 other classes. So it's quite important that you time manage yourself, okay? Suggestions for study. Now, if you're doing well in school now, and that's great, keep up with what you're doing. I'm not trying to change anything here for you, but you know, here's some suggestions that will help you, at least with this class here. You know, read the text. Now, I've been asked the question, do we have a textbook? Yes, you do. They're in PDF format, and it's free. Okay. Now, it's important that you read those chapters. We're going to have virtual lectures here, and it really helps when you come to class and you listen to the subject matter and you know about it because you read about it, okay? And, you know, come with your notes and, you know, write things down. Now, once you're done, when we're done lecturing and you took your notes, go over your notes the same day, but it's still fresh in your mind. Rewrite them, okay? Yeah, sometimes you're writing notes, you may have written incomplete sentences, but if it's still fresh in your mind that day, rewrite them in the manner that you understand, so that the next time you go back and read them, they make sense to you, okay? Record your class. Well, I'm going to record all of the Zoom lectures. And once they're recorded, they're going to be converted to the proper format, and I will upload them to the my YouTube channel. In Canvas, there is a link that will direct you to that channel, so you can look and view the recorded lectures for that day. Sometimes you may not able to make it, understand. So, you know, but as soon as possible, do go over the videos. Now, in the meantime, every chapter already has videos, okay? Dr. Tim Smith, who's in charge of the Chem 130 classes, has already created videos going over the particular chapters that we're going to go over. So you already have access to that information, and that's good, because sometimes when a different person presents the topic or the information, it might be more understandable. I don't have a problem with that. You know, you can view whatever you need with respect to the topics we'll cover, because if you go Google and you go to YouTube and you just Google our chapter, you will find there are a lot of other YouTube recordings that discuss the topics that we're going to cover. By all means, go listen to them. The more different people that you listen to for a particular topic, I think it would help. It can help. It's definitely not going, certainly not going to not help. Okay. So watch the videos on the course website. I have a link to that. I sent you an email with that link. You can start viewing them. Okay, so watch them. Also on the course website, we have practice problems. Okay, in the PDF, all these PDF files. So download them. They have the key there, but don't look at the key. Work the problems. Okay, work them and then check out the key and determine where you went wrong. If you don't understand how the problems work, those are the type of questions you can bring to my Zoom office, or even bring them up in class, okay, when we go over that topic. I have no problems of stopping the lecture for whatever time period we need, and to make sure that everybody grasps that concept or those problems that pertain to that particular chapter. Okay, a good habit to have is, once you know you've been studying, you've been working, now you're going to do an exam. You know, put your stuff away. You know, kind of reset your brain for about 30 minutes before you do for an exam. We will have 5 exams, as I mentioned earlier. These exams will be only available a certain time in one day. So I believe ours are set up from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. So during that time period, you know, any time you can go in there and do the exam. Once it is done, as far as the day, they can't open up again, okay? So we're gonna have more to say about this when I go over the syllabus, and we're gonna do that the first day we meet. Have a study section, okay? The email's opened up. You can email anybody in your class, your classmates, and maybe you guys can set up a study group. Okay, now we got Zoom, we got WebEx, you got Google Meets, you got Hangouts, Messenger Rooms, a variety of different apps out there that you can get together and go over problems. You know, set up a little study group, you know, 2 to 3 people. It's been shown that 2 to 3 people in the study group works the best. Any more than that, it tends to get out of hand. It becomes more of a party than a study group. Okay, so give that some thought. Maybe you can set up a little study group amongst yourselves. Now, for the GCC students, our virtual Zoom meetings. Speaking about Zoom, on the Canvas course, there's a link that you click, and it will automatically send you to the Zoom meeting by 1 or 2 means. One, it will keep you on your browser and go to the meeting, or if you have the app downloaded, which I recommend to download the Zoom app, it would open up the app and get you through that room. Okay, so for the GCC students, we are going to meet Tuesday and Thursday for the section 11574. That is, we'll be meeting between 1 and 2:15 on Tuesday and Thursday. And for section 11636, also the same days. However, the times are 4:15 to 5:30. Now, I inadvertently gave you the wrong times in my first email because I misread the times that we were supposed to do this. These are the correct times, 4:15 to 5:30. I did look at the survey with respect to times that you guys requested. I try to do my best to move these around a little bit to kind of get, try to get offered enough time so everybody can make it. Unfortunately, these are the times that were addressed in the course catalog, so I had to stick with those times. Now, FYI, for both GCC students and SEC students, all 3 sections are using the same books, doing the same homework, same activities, everything's the same. And so you are more than welcome, even though you're assigned a particular time, you are more than welcome to hop in and jump into another. If you're assigned to 1 o'clock, it doesn't work for you, but come into the 4:15 or come visit both of them, okay? My SEC students, I have to offer you these times, and that's on Friday from 1 to 3. We're gonna have a little 10-minute break in between the hours. But again, all 3 of your sections, feel free to come in to any of the sections. What I tend to do is I try my best to stay within the same number of PowerPoint slides per section. So, at the most, it might be off maybe 2 or 3 slides, rarely more than that. And so if you miss one, you're doing the other one is not going to hurt you that much, okay? And if you need to come to both of them or all 3 of them, and you need, a second shot of that subject matter or a third shot of that subject matter, feel free to jump in, okay? No problem. Now, like I said, all sections will have the same textbooks, have the same assignments and exams and activities, okay? The SEC section only, I have to add an additional chapters, chapter 16, which deals with gases as per required by the department at SEC. And of course, because the labs are incorporated in your section, I have to offer labs. You will have all online labs, okay? And then additionally, as per departmental requirements, there is what is called a nomenclature test, where you have unlimited attempts to take that exam. That exam basically means you're given a formula, you give us the name, or vice versa, okay? So, now, with respect to when do we meet, our first official meeting, I'm required to if no one attends the first meeting, I'm required to drop you, okay? I don't want to do that. So if you can't because of work, and some of you already sent me an email, but when the Canvas course is open, shoot me another email for those of you who have already sent me an email that you can't make the first day. That way we have the official request through Canvas email, and we got a copy of it, okay? So So the first official meeting, it will be Tuesday for both sections of the GCC students. That's August 25th. And SEC students, our first meeting will be that Friday, August the 28th. Okay, at the respective time at 1 to 3 and 1 to 2:15 for section 11574, and for section 11636, 4:15 to 5:30. Okay. Now, with that being said, I just want to do a quick introduction. Next week, I will have the Canvas course updated. And then, like I said, you can go in there and start downloading all the chapters, taking a look at the exams. Well, take a look at the requirements as far as assignments. Now, all assignments will be open. The only exception are the exams. You're closed until their specific time that they're going to be offered. But everything else is open. So if you want to go ahead and do the assignment ahead of time, feel free. Okay. One additional thing about assignments, they do have a penalty. They all have a due date. Okay, and I'll give you more detail when we talk on the first day, because I'm going to be going over this, the syllabus. But all assignments have a due date. Now, if you miss that due date, there's a penalty involved, and it's 10% per day. Okay, eventually until you hit 50%. So what basically means that they're still open until December the 18th, but if you wait until then, you won't get full credit. Okay, even though you may score, get them all correct. So anyway, just wanted to introduce myself, give you a brief introduction to what's coming up. And like I said, next week, I'm also going to, I'll send you an email where I will set up a little test data. You can come in, we'll check the Zoom, make sure you can hear me, make sure you can see me, and vice versa. And then, to get ready for the 25th, okay? So anyway, so take care, be safe out there, and we'll see you when class starts.